Okay, so here is my plan, part 2, how to save the world. And I want to invite myself and everybody around for a, let's say, 7-year challenge of how radically happy can I be. And happiness has a lot to do with how your life force flows through your body, your nervous system. So it's somehow happiness is linked to aliveness. It's linked to presence and it's linked to a sense of embodiment. Whatever you do in order to be embodied, like dancing, deep breathing, and so on, touching, being in a real contact with real people, all of those aspects are nourishing for our embodiment. And the more we are embodied, the more we are automatically connected to our senses and our surrounding. So I think it's only possible to ignore the state and the crisis of Mother Earth and on Mother Earth as long as we are pretty numb in our own nervous system and body. And the moment that we live up to our embodiment potential in our everyday routine, we somehow start to take action in a pretty intelligent and alive way. And here's a trick that human mind might have, and I want to invite all of us to stop that. We have to stop feeling guilty for that we fucked up. That's the point. Guilt never is part of any solution. You might say, well, I did this and that, and I felt so guilty that I stopped. No, you stopped this or that behavior of you, despite the fact that you felt guilty for that. And the tricky thing is that we tend to save Mother Earth because we feel guilty for being part of the problem. And this guilt is not a good motivation. And there is a poem, I only know it in German, and even in German I don't remember the exact words, but I want to tell you the story because it's so wonderful. It's of people in the evening having a meal all together, laughing, and children playing around, and candles in the tree, and it's warm and wonderful, and they love each other. And they are sitting in a garden of paradise, let's say, and at the end of this evening, of this dinner, they know that they have to pay the bill. And they call for the service and ask for the bill. And the man, I don't even know the English word, I think servant or the owner of the restaurant or whatsoever says, oh, no, you don't pay. You're welcome, it's for free. And that's so wonderful that we expect that we have to pay the bill. We expect that we have to pay with our kind of feeling guilty for what we did to our surrounding or how we enjoyed being alive. And the point is, there is no bill for that. We are invited for free of Mother Earth or from Mother Earth. And the moment that we embrace that we are born and invited to enjoy life until we die is the moment where the structure of guilt in us stops. And guilt has such a numbing influence on our nervous system. Guilt stops our aliveness. Guilt stops our flow of natural energy. It's very important that we own that we are part of the current mess on Earth. And by owning that, there is no add-on. There is, I feel sorry for that. I don't know how to change that. But there is no kind of, I have to feel bad about myself. Quite the opposite. It's only possible to destroy Mother Earth as long as we believe that we need to be destroyed ourselves, that we self-hate that we have some kind of self-hatred for our own essence. And that's not true. It's a trauma symptom. And this radical self-love, let's say radical egoism of we might die in 7 years, so I take the 7-year challenge of being as happy as I can, as embodied as I can, as greedy for life every fucking second of my last 7 years, is the moment where we stop the pattern of guilt having this kind of influence on us. And I think it will uplift our collective energy level to a point where it's so easy to wake up. And the moment where we touch our true potential for love and aliveness and embodiment, is the moment where we realize it's not even hard to save Mother Earth. It's not even difficult to overcome the 7-year and then we will be extincted crisis. It's a joy, it's celebration. It happens overnight because we only have to fight that hard as long as we believe that life is about survival. But life has never been about survival. No tree, no animal has to survive. They live. Evolution is due to joy. Evolution happened due to overabundance and loving life and therefore playing with it all day long. And it's our human traumatized mind that looks into life as, oh my God, of course the birds have to be colorful because they want to survive. That's ridiculous. The moment we touch that paradise is still here and available for us, is the moment we will laugh about this little task, how to save Mother Earth. Nothing is easier for us than that. The only thing is we have to stop the reflex or the cultural symptom of feeling guilty for what we have done.